Jack managed to survive 3 months alone in the Arctic, and the only reason he didn't die was his incredible fishing ability. He cut 3 holes in the ice and left lines in the water. If luck was on his side, he'd catch a fish every day. But there's no wood in the Arctic, so every meal was raw fish, sashimi basically. It might sound delicious at first, but after 3 whole months of nothing else, every bite felt like chewing candle wax. Determined to stay alive, Jack spelled out a giant distress signal in the snow, hoping a passing plane would spot it. But that wasn't enough. He went back to the wrecked plane, grabbed a signal transmitter, and headed out again. He climbed to the highest peak he could find, hooked up a generator to power the signal, and prayed someone would respond. Just then his alarm went off. Time to head back. It gets dangerously windy and snowy at night in the Arctic, and one wrong step could mean getting lost forever. As he turned to leave, he spotted a polar bear walking across the snow in the distance. Even though it was far away, Jack felt a chill run down his spine. Luckily, the bear didn't notice him. The next day, Jack switched to a metal box to store his fish, hoping it would keep the bear away. Then he made the climb again, repeating the same exhausting routine. Suddenly, the receiver blinked green for a second. Jack thought he was imagining things. He cranked the generator again, and this time the signal grew stronger. Realizing something was actually happening, Jack shot up and scanned the sky. Sure enough, a helicopter appeared in the distance. Jack pulled out a smoke flare and waved it furiously. The helicopter spotted him and started to turn, but the wind was too strong. The chopper couldn't land and was eventually blown off course, crashing into a hillside. Jack rushed to the crash site, scavenging whatever supplies he could find: an ice axe, 2 flares, and a map of the Arctic. Back at camp, he fed small pieces of fish to the woman he had found. She wasn't eating much, but at least she wasn't slipping deeper into unconsciousness. For now, things seemed to be looking up. But not for long. The disinfectant ran out and her wound became infected. She developed a high fever. Without treatment, she wouldn't last much longer. Jack was torn. He didn't know what to do. Finally, he made a decision. They had to move. The snow was deep and every step was a battle. Just when things looked bleak, Jack saw a helicopter beginning its descent in the distance. Without thinking, he slid down the slope and pushed the woman onto the landing zone. Then he grabbed a flare and shouted as loud as he could, waving it toward the chopper. But in broad daylight, the flare wasn't very visible. The crew never saw him. As the helicopter lifted off, hope slipped away. That's when Jack did the unthinkable, ripped off his coat, lit it on fire, and waved it with everything he had. This was his last shot. But fate had other plans. The helicopter disappeared into the clouds. Jack collapsed into the snow, completely drained. In that moment, he felt a strange sense of peace. He closed his eyes, let the cold take over, and drifted into unconsciousness, waiting for death to come.